In this video, we'll explore the extended audio description workflow in Closed Captioning Creator in Premiere Pro. I have a project open in Closed Captioning Creator with two event groups. One event group is for subtitles, and the second event group is for audio description. You can see the audio description events displayed here, with AD events on track 1 and subtitles on track 2. The project includes rendered synthetic voice audio for the descriptions.
Cruella walks by the Liberty Building.
From the very beginning, I realized I saw the world differently than everyone else.
Cruella walks across the street, entering her work.
That didn't sit well with some people.
The elevator doors open.
But I wasn't for everyone.
An old car drives through an open gate of a large manor.
I guess they were always...
To export audio descriptions, navigate to File, Export Audio Description, then click Next. In the Export dialog, you'll see several options at the top. You can export using program audio, like an external WAV or MP3 file. Choose an export folder where you want to save your work. Next, choose the event group you want to export. In this case, we only have one audio description event group, so it's showing just one option, but you may have multiple options depending on the number of languages. Below that, select your export profile. You can export in FLAC, MP3, or WAV. We'll stick with broadcast WAV. For export selection, we can export either an event selection if we want just a portion of our project, but in this case, we'll export the whole thing. We're exporting a mixdown and will enable export as extended AD. With extended AD, this automatically adds pauses in the program audio track and inserts our voiceover before continuing playback. We'll turn off the VO track since we don't need the voiceover tracks by themselves, and we'll export an SRT file, which will be helpful later in our actual mix. Under subtitle settings, you can set your maximum lines and maximum characters. Under auto mix settings, you can choose default or default high ratio. For extended AD, this doesn't make much of a difference since the video track plays isolated from the program. For loudness processing, we'll apply loudness normalization to the voiceover track to make sure the level matches the program audio. Now I'll hit export to start the export process. Perfect. The export is complete and we can see our folder contents. We have the SRT file we requested, a mixdown track, and a VO track. The VO track is the isolated voiceover, and the mixdown track is the program audio with the voiceover. Let's bring these into our editor. I'll be using Premiere Pro. I'll drop all the files into the project panel. You can see I already have a timeline set up with the Cruella trailer. I'll import the SRT file as a guide track to show where there's going to be voiceover. Then I'll import the mixdown track. Notice that the mixdown track is longer than the original video. If I zoom in, you'll see the voiceover track extends all the way to the end, while the original video track ends earlier. To create extended AD, we'll make cuts in the video anywhere we see captions. I'll make a cut at the first caption marker, then move that video segment down to align with the end of the caption. I'll make another cut at the next caption and move it down to the end. The snapping feature really helps when doing this work. Continue this process throughout the timeline, making cuts and moving segments down to create space for the audio description. We're creating gaps in the video where the audio description will play. Once we reach the end, you can verify everything worked correctly because the mixdown track and the original voiceover should match up. Now we'll go back and create frame holds for the visual pauses. In Premiere Pro, navigate to the last frame before each cut, right-click, and select Add Frame Hold. Next, extend that frame hold across the gap. This creates a visual pause while the audio description plays.
Cruella walks across the street, entering her work.
You've now successfully created a video with extended audio description. The final step is simply exporting from Premiere. That completes the extended audio description workflow, taking your project from Closed Captioning Creator through to final delivery in Premiere Pro.